It's time for qualifying at the Termas de Rio Hondo circuit in Argentina for round 2 of the 2025 MotoGP World Championship. A championship so far dominated by the Marquez brothers, but who will take blood here in qualifying for pole position for the Tissot Sprint and the Grand Prix? Let's head down to Susie Perry and Michael Laverty.
In Q1 in a couple of minutes' time, Michael.
Yeah, not what the doctor ordered for Frankie. Obviously, trail him downhill, slightly off camber on approach. The front just lets go. And yeah, unfortunately, it just put him on the back foot. The bike was fairly well damaged as well, which puts the VR46 team under a little pressure, especially if that's his preferred motorcycle to try and get it ready for Q1. He looked good yesterday. He was unfortunate not to be in the direct qualification through to Q2, but you can see work going on down there inside the VR46 garage just to get his only single machine that's in the box ready for this qualifying session now.
And you're right, it did kind of look out of position actually, didn't he, N12 having to go in Q1. It looks like he's got much more than that, but this is obviously making it so much more difficult for himself and the team.
Yeah, little mistakes like that, it does derail your weekend. Frankie had really good pace, free practice 1 yesterday, it looked strong. Throughout practice for the midway point, he looked like one of the surefire qualifiers through to Q2, but just didn't put the lap together. Likewise, Jack Miller didn't, so it is those small margins and it can just put you on the back foot the rest of the weekend. Yeah,
Jack Miller's tweet was very funny about how he missed out very closely. You need to go on and have a look at that for yourself. I can't say it on air. Let's go down, though, to the VR46 garage where Nat is there with Uccio. Let's get the latest.
Well, Uccio, Frankie there just coming in at P12, but had an off to start the session. How is he?
Frankie unfortunately crashed at the turn 1 because Matteo Flamini, the chief mechanic, make some modified the setting for have more feeling. He have a lot feeling.
Too much.
Too much feeling, and he crashed. But after restart with the used tire, have a good rhythm, 38.5. For me, the race more or less is that rhythm, and we'll see what's happened. Now the important is make a good qualify, come to the Q2, because now we make the Q1, come into Q2 and make starting the first 2 road. This one is our dream for today, and we'll see.
And do you feel he can do that?
Yeah. But because Franco is very fast, he's good. Also Fabio, not so bad. Yesterday we finished P2. Also this morning we have some new technical part in the bike. We try because unfortunately we don't do the test with Fabio testing because we have pain in the shoulder, and growing up piano piano. We can for sure.
I suppose, yeah, he's still getting used to the bike, as you say, because of that injury. He missed a lot of pre-season. How do you feel he's adapting?
No. Now the shoulder was good. With the bike, we have a good feeling. Like I said before, we tried a new part during the weekend race weekend. It's not easy. We take some risk, but anyway, it's like this because we lost the testing, but then we are confident.
Thank you, Joe.
Grazie. Ciao.
It's just fabulous, isn't he, Uccio? That's a brilliant way of describing everything. But they are a little bit behind the curve because of the injury and, well, now particularly today because of what's just happened to Frankie.
Yeah, obviously, you have to remember Digi's the 3rd factory Ducati rider out there. He's got access to those new parts of the GP25 machine, but not had time to evaluate them. So, 2nd quickest yesterday, trying parts this morning. The changes that Matteo's made for Frankie obviously boosted his confidence, but a little bit too much so, and he took a liberty into turn 2, and the little crashes put him on the back foot. But as Uccio said, good rhythm when he went back onto the track, so probably feeling quite confident to make the grade through here in this session.
Yeah, looking at Miguel Oliveira there, we haven't seen him shine yet so far this weekend. The stardust has come from the other side of the garage, actually, with Jack Miller.
Yeah, the 4 Yamahas, out of the 4, it looks like Miguel's just a little behind the 8 ball, but Jack's looking strong. He should be one of the favourites to go through here, and the other 2 Yamahas are already directly through to Q2.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to see the Japanese manufacturers up there. Ayagura was fastest, the best of the rest in terms of being 11th yesterday. So the session is underway now, as you can hear. It's very loud behind us, so let's head over to commentary. Neil is alongside Gavin. Which 2 are you picking, Neil? And you're only allowed 2.
2 riders coming in then for this qualifying session. Who do you pick? Well, if I was a betting man, I would have to go for that of Luca Marini and one other, Jack Miller. That seems to be good. Ayagura also looking strong. He looked here stronger last time out, so it's all in the option. Hello to Megan Burge, who joins us now in the comments box. How are you, Megan?
Cold. I'm hungry.
Eating's going on and food is on its way.
For you, not for me.
Oh, what are you having?
I haven't decided yet. I was going to make food, but turns out qualifying's now.
Yes. Delighted to say that we are just reviewing the AdSense now. So we're getting that all sorted as well. My thanks to everybody. 1,010 subscribers coming into qualifying. Best way to start the day going forward, especially with all the hard work we're doing as we fly into as well. Yeah, 10-10 as it flies through this little celebration marker as well. So Iagura, Franco Morbidelli, Juan Mir, Jack Miller, Luca Marini, Maverick Vinales, Fermin Aldeguer, Miguel Oliveira, Soncat Chantra, Ralph Fernandez, and Ea Bashini and Lorenzo Salvadori are having to go through to this session. Megan, who's your pick?
For the top 2?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Miller.
Yeah.
And Iagura.
Miller and Iagura is a good bet as well to come into it. Megan's now just a floating head. Mia.
You?
I said you've got to count in Luca Marini on the Honda HRC. That bike's looking quick. And then I was sort of going with Jack Miller, but not discounting Iagura if you can get it together on that track house. It looks strong. First lap times are coming through then. Megan's floating head at the bottom of the screen right now. We'll see how that works out coming forward as well in terms of the World Championship debacle stuff. What, oh, that's weird. I won't pop into gear.
No, it is.
Yeah. So out of interest then, Megan, what are you going to be keeping your eyes upon in the next 15 minutes?
Possibility of rain.
Yeah, that rain is coming in thick and fast actually at the moment. It's just hanging around
a little bit of a slide away almost there from Bastianini.
Yeah, that front end dropping away from him. So there's our picks, Sean. Julian says Aguirre and Miller, my bet for Q2. Sean says Mia and Miller as well, so Mia going through. Marini, Mia as well in the HRC, both of them in this one, but Marini to me had a bit more pace this weekend. We shall keep it going. Also, it's only 17 riders scored points in the championship so far this year in this season. Of those, Iagura having to go through. He's fifth in the championship on 17. He's 1 point behind Franco Morbidelli. So as they swapped places over in Thailand. Aguirre still looking strong though. First lap time then for Ea Bastianini. Now the real battle begins to see what we're going to have in this qualifying session. Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Chantra True.
Soncat Chantra in. Well, now look at that. Ea Bastianini 138.7. Oliveira 138.2. Marini in there. Iagura, Chantra, Morbidelli already to the top.
It's a good start for them.
Miller's slotted into second place. So it's a 137.645 for Morbidelli. Miller in second, 137.687. Iagura in third. Chantra fourth. Now replaced by Juan Mir in fourth place as well. Where's Ralph Fernandez? Still in that middle sector as well, so it's still got a bit of time to find there. All of us picked Miller, imagining if he crashed. I would not be surprised, Julian, as well.
It's likely as well for him to crash, given the fact that he's done it quite a lot in recent races.
Did it last time out in Thailand, didn't he?
Yeah.
From the Grand Prix. Wasn't it the sprint?
I think it was the Grand Prix.
It was the Grand Prix, yeah.
Towards the
beginning. Midway?
Yeah, midway it must have been. Because that was the only action that actually happened.
Everyone else was just sort of lifting off at the front with Marquez having to save tyre pressure.
Yeah.
Iagura down by 0.2 in that middle sector. Morbidelli's up by a tenth as well, 0.187. Miller's 92 thousandths off the pace of Morbidelli through that second sector. So Oliveira picking up a red sector 3 as well. They're still finding some time out here. Suppose that's what they need to do, just sort of grin and bear it, don't they? They just need to find that time together.
Yeah, they really do. I'll have to pop in at the end of this bit.
Well, there's a 10-minute gap where we hand over to TNT anyway.
Yeah, because I've got to clean my teeth, because that's another thing I haven't been able to do.
Look at that from Aldeguer across the line. He's gone fifth, 138.018. Oliveira third. Morbidelli Faster again, 1:37.312, much better. And that VR46 squad looking a bit more competitive. Crashed in the Tissot sprint, not the Grand Prix. Thank you, Sean. I thought it was the sprint. They all merged into one. It's too much of a similar race.
They really do. Also, why does one of those engineers kind of look like the one who plays Gabriel in Good Omens? But shorter.
Probably. I know what you mean now I'm thinking about it. Yes, I do actually know what you mean. That's weird. Maybe they're related.
Maybe.
Actors also tend to be in racing. Look at Patrick Dempsey. Coming into it as well. Or Steve McQueen. Turnbuster already at Hondo. I think they're going to come into the pit lane now. It's the end of their first stints in this qualifying session. Ralph Fernandez, 7/10 down. He'll back up. He's going to go pushing for a lap, but there's no point at the moment, although he would improve.
He got a place.
He's 11th faster than... Well, he had 12th because Bashini's jumped ahead of him now as well.
What, Raul?
Yeah, Raul's...
He's 10th.
Raul's gone to 10th now across that. Okay, so he's moved up, yeah. Looking at Salvadori's lap, who's stood in the pit lane, 8/10 down.
Yeah, he hasn't tried.
No improvements.
He's always at the back.
31-year-old. 8 to go then, as we look at Ayagura. Best lap on the second and third runs. It's now, Megan, a 82% chance of rain here.
That's high.
It's gearing up, isn't it, to be a very problematic sprint.
Yeah. Can't look... You kind of both look forward to it and don't look forward to it at the same time, because you know it's probably going to be really dramatic, so you look forward to it, but also you know this could take a very, very long time, so you don't.
I don't think we've ever had a flag-to-flag sprint race.
First time for everything.
Yeah, I can't remember one off the top of my head. We've never had a red flag in the sprint race either. That's never happened before. Although we've had red flags in Grand Prix racing, which made us feel like we're racing sprint races.
Yeah.
Time and time again, they just sort of change up a bit more. Look at that, even they're using the live timing on the app. Keeps it through. Franco Morbidelli chopped then. Ralph Fernandez is the only one circulating out there, as they'll all wait now. Halfway! And the lull begins.
What should I have for lunch? Even though it is...
2 o'clock.
Yes, almost. My schedule's messed up. I eat tea at 8 p.m. at night. So, I start tea at 8 p.m. I have a messed up schedule. For me, this is lunchtime. What shall I have? I'm having chicken tonight.
That's a saying, you know.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't know where you go with that one.
I'm having rice and carrots with it, and I might add a few chips, I might not. See
Lunch
how I
plans
feel.
as we wait for something to happen.
Yeah, so I can't decide what I want for lunch. I might have an egg. Then again, I usually go for an egg, and I want something else.
Okay.
I might actually.
Here they come out on the circuit. There we go. Bashim's first out.
I think we might need
Then
new
Chantra. They're all out there together. That's going to be quite close. Miller looking back to Mia.
Mia, that one, when he took his visor strip, went right back on him.
Stuck to it as well. They're sticky. The best thing is to get caught in the brake duct.
Yeah.
Or the back wheel. Ask Marc Marquez in Australia last year. This is Franco Morbidelli, currently fastest, and his knee and elbow down to the ground.
Is he trying to copy Mark from last year?
Yeah.
Completely elbow flat. Arm flat.
And yeah, shoulder down, wasn't it, last year?
Yeah, I still don't understand how he did that.
I don't think anybody understands how he managed to do it.
Multiple times.
Yeah. Don't think he hasn't done it yet on the Ducati.
Don't think he dares. Not yet.
Did he do it in testing?
I don't know.
I think he did it turn 5 at Barcelona. Do you remember?
The fact that he's not done it since, though, does not bode well for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're just observing it.
2 Prima Pramacs, 2 LCR Hondas, and I think 1 of Somcat Chantra in the other Honda, just drifting round the 3rd sector at turn 9.
Do you see those going round the corner? We gotta beat them.
They are not wanting to be out there. Look at the sort of flies. Yeah, a lot of flies here at Termas, by the way. A hell of a lot of flies.
So that's brave for them driving without their visor down.
Yeah.
See what I mean? That guy.
Yeah, I do know what you mean. You go around this circuit and you often go because you're just getting rid of the flies out of your mouth.
You'll need like a net round you just to go round.
Over the line there with 3:48 to go in this first session. Ayagua starts his lap time. Medium front, soft rear, brand new soft rear, but he's kept the medium front. There might be a little bit of a change.
I just thought I could boil an egg within the next session.
Yes. 15-minute session.
Yeah. I could heat up the water, then add the egg, which can be done. No, I tend to just add the egg at the start.
Okay, Megan.
Food is all I can think about. Yellow!
Sector 1.
Who is it?
Somcat Chantra's in that sector.
Oh,
and it is Chantra. Down at turn 2 at the exit.
He just thought the grass needed some trimming.
Yeah, not the best situation to go through.
Yeah.
Live on JB Motorsports, the main channel right now, is the 12 Hours of Sebring. JT producing that one. That yellow stayed, Megan, at Sector 2.
What's he now it's gone.
Green, yeah.
I was going to say, what has he done down there? For a minute, that freaked me out. For a minute, I thought it was going to go red.
I thought it did on that timing. I was waiting. Although the red flag would come up in the centre of the screen as well if it does go red.
Very true.
So we've just got away with it so far. Is our graphic going to reset itself anytime soon? Yes, there we go. Morbidelli isn't risking it. He'll come out now. Oh, good. JT's fixed it. Ayagua only goes 3rd in his opening lap. Aldeguer in 5th. So a few problematics. Lap time cancelled for the 32 for a shortcut. Mia starts his lap. How many of these are going to get cancelled though due to that yellow flag that came out? Even if you're in that sector, you get your lap time cancelled now. There's no... Oh no!
Oh, and a yellow.
Yellow flag sector 1. Down on the deck has gone Ayagua.
So that's both of the rookies in this one.
Yeah. Down at turn 2, and that spoils everybody else's lap time. Now, how did it happen? Oh, that's on entry.
It's like it was chucked.
Yeah.
He also trimmed the glass.
The bike is destroyed. He went barrel rolling, but he got up to his feet quick enough. But that bike is absolutely destroyed.
He looked like a man on a mission, and that mission is to go and try and find his bike.
Very fast crash. They've gone back to yellow flag. They've gone back to green flag conditions, but that is one of the QT contenders out. So it's Morbidelli and Mia going through. It looks like it's going to be quite a surprise for both.
Do you remember when a bike literally ran away from its rider?
It nearly killed Valentino Rossi.
Yeah. It weirdly took the corner.
One of my picks out, yeah. I said keep an eye out, yeah. Miller still could do it. Over the line for Morbidelli, 1:37.855. But that lap time was cancelled either, so he'll get another one now. This will be his push lap now. I think he's safe though. He's 2 tenths to Mia. He's got enough to everybody. That's
10.
Marini, Miller, Mia.
There's all the deletions.
88.2 out there. That's
6 of them.
Oliveira. 25 as well out of Ralph Fernandez. So basically everybody had their lap time cancelled in that
That's 6 of the people who weren't in that sector. No, who were in that sector.
Yeah, and got their lap times deleted by the stewards.
Half the field.
Yeah. Flags out then. What's going to happen in this end of the session? No one's really improving that much, so we're not holding out too many hopes here. But Franco, 94 thousandths, a differential. Miller 3rd, Mia 2nd. 2 tenths the gap between them. They really are going between it right now. Can Honda break their way through like they did in Thailand.
Okay, that is staying very close to the bike face. Kind of reminds me of those turtles in
Checkered flag out.
Yeah.
Here comes Ferdinand Daguerre on the Gradacini. Just keeping it. Third sector's down. No one's improving, Megan. It's track temperature and old tyres. They're not going to have the big improvement, so it's Morbidelli and Mia going through.
Slight improvements might be made.
Yeah, not big ones, though.
By Fernandez and Salvadori.
Viñales and Bastianini have taken the flag. Morbidelli's taken the flag. Aldeguer crosses the line, goes fourth. That's middle then of the fifth row. Alex Marquez watching on. He will be automatically into Q2.
Raul improved a bit.
Yeah. Marini 6. Miller doesn't improve. Mia doesn't improve. Raul Fernandez stays where he is, and I think that's it. Yeah, that is it. With Chancha and Aldeguer, so with Chancha and Aldeguer crashing, that's it. So Franco Morbidelli goes through with 1 Mir in second. They'll go into Q2. 13th on the grid is Jack Miller. 14th, Fermin Aldeguer. 15th, Ayagura. 16th, Luca Marini. 17th, Miguel Oliveira. 18th, Raul Fernandez. 19th, Tomcat Chantra. 20th for Maverick Viñales. 21st, Nea Bastianini. And 22nd to Lorenzo Salvadori. Megan, what do you make of that one in Q1?
I thought it was intriguing. I like the fact there was 2 crashes. And it does bring a little bit of a clearer view to where the spots on the track are. I feel like they're damp.
Yeah. Well, let's head down to Susie Perry then, as we wait for Q2 coming up next. Down to you, Susie.
Yeah, thanks, Gav. We did see patches, didn't we, yesterday of Franco Morbidelli and what he would be capable of, what he could be capable of around here. And despite having dirty leathers, he does go through to join his teammate, the puppy with the biscuit, Fabio Di Gianantonio. Is that the same as a dog with a bone? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, pretty similar, isn't it?
Yeah. So he goes through then to get a chance of getting up there. And he looked good in this session.
He really did. And it should never be in doubt because he's on the GP24 Ducati. He's got the experience now, but he's prone to a little error. We've seen the crash this morning, but listening to his crew speak whenever Ucho spoke to us pre-session, they seemed confident that he could pull out this type of lap time. But he's right in touch here. If he keeps this momentum rolling into Q2, he could well be fighting for the front row of the grid, which is where I thought he had the pace top 4, top 5 yesterday. So he is in the top 12 now. Job done.
Yeah, absolutely. Good lap there. And Joan Mir joins him in going through. Jack Miller missing out by a B's private parts once again, it seems.
Yeah, I felt for Jack because Ayagura crashed. He had his first flying lap, and then you normally roll into your second and gain a little bit second time around, but that was ruined. Tried it again, but 1 lap off. Didn't really give him a proper crack at it. He'll be frustrated. He's starting from the 5th row of the grid. We've seen the sprint race 1 from the 5th row of the grid with Brad Binder 2 years ago. He's got to focus on the positives, but he will be annoyed because he's had better speed this weekend. So fair play to Joan Mir. He put the lap together, but yeah, it'll be a bit frustrating for Jack.
Yeah, what do you think in terms of Joan Mir now going into this second session? Has he got any more to give, or do you think that's about the limit?
He seems closer. He seems about 8th, 9th overall. Obviously, not quite where Zarco is, trouble in the top 3, but working well. And still, it is a work in progress for Joan. He did crash out of Thailand, but he's attacking the front. He's getting really aggressive with the machine. I hope that he can push on from here and find a little bit more, but I don't see him trouble in the first 2 rows of the grid. So anywhere from 6th down, I think it'll probably be more likely for Joan.
Another Honda, another Japanese factory into the top 12. We like that. Of course, Yamaha are up there already, the factory boys. Let's go down to their garage now and find out the latest. Nat is with Mayo Marigali.
Well, Mayo, both factory riders going in Q2. I know Alex had a little bit of help yesterday, but looked good this morning. Must be pleasing to see both of them in this session.
Yeah, you can imagine I was very pleased for us as well. Yeah, for us anyway, the one of the main aim of the weekend is always to catch or to get the Q2, because otherwise if you have to pass through the Q1, it's always very difficult. It's very difficult to predict. Yesterday morning we didn't start well. The condition, the track didn't help us, but Then second session, lap by lap, the condition improved, and accordingly the bike also started working better. And you know, not always happen, but this time we were in the right place in the good moment. And yeah, I was happy for both. Also Alex, that it was anyway coming from maybe a bit more difficult period. And yeah, happy to see them there. And now let's see what we can do. For sure, the more you start in front, better is, especially for the sprint race.
Well, we saw Fabio do that lap on his own, but got a little frustrated yesterday. Was it the track conditions he was trying to get to grips with yesterday?
Yeah, on top of that, he always keep saying that it's not one of his favorite track, but he was able to do the lap alone, despite Pecco crashing in front of him. So, you know, when these things happen, maybe you get some 10th. Zoer, but yeah, he did a good lap. Also this morning, he was not that disappointed about the bike. Now it's really up to them. For sure, they have to try to find also today the right moment to be in the right place.
Thank you, Maya.
You're welcome.
Yeah, interesting stuff. That man there, Fabio Quartararo, 8th fastest yesterday, and as Nat said, doing a lap on his own. He was trying to get a toe, actually, from Pecco at one point. Alex did get a toe, and he got 6th. You have to wonder whether there's more for Fabio than Alex in this session, from what we've seen so far, though.
Yeah, I think with the speed that Fabio was able to show in Sepang and then not being able to follow on in Thailand because of the different tyre construction we had there, I think this weekend's Fabio's time to build back towards the front. He needs to get a lap and he needs to get good track position, and that has been tough for him in qualifying. He tried to do it yesterday chasing with Pecco, but obviously Pecco did tip off and he went and done the lap all by himself, but he looks good, good rhythm, good speed, and I think he can do something here. It just needs to put it all together, no mistakes.
And Mayo mentioned there that this isn't one of Fabio's favourite tracks, and as a rider, when you have got a bit of a dog of a track, you've got to somehow move that out of your mind, haven't you? Because you can use it as an excuse.
Yeah, it is really hard if we know Pecco's only finished 5th before around here, so it becomes a little bit of a bogey track, and it focuses. You start to think that when you turn up at the track and it's your main focus, trying to improve around the racetrack, and it is hard. It's a really difficult one if that's in the back of your mind. But the Yamaha on paper should be good for this racetrack. He's just got to focus on the positives and the strengths of that machine and try and extract the maximum potential.
This is a difficult track for all of them on a Friday, really, because they come here and it's dirty. It doesn't have much action across the time. We haven't been here for 2 years. There's been no testing, so they've got limited data. There's been lots of changes as well, and riders to different teams and so on. So yesterday, although it didn't feel like an awful lot happened, there was quite a lot to take out of yesterday, wasn't there?
Yeah, the fact that we were down to such fast times, a new circuit lap record that was from 2014, just shows the evolution of the sport over the last couple of years. Not visiting in 2024, we're looking back to 23, and it was a brand new playing field for Marc Marquez getting his Ducati and himself dialed into the circuit, for all the manufacturers. The fact that Honda are lapping so much quicker than they ever were, and Yamaha, it's good to see the progress, the new Michelin tyres, the latest generation, all working and providing the step forward.
We know that Alex Marquez is good on the hot lap around here, obviously from the past, and he has really looked strong this weekend. Yeah,
I think Alex, he feels closer to Mark than he did in Thailand. He's carried the momentum overnight and looked really good in the free practice session this morning. I think he's set for a front row start. I think Alex Bezzecchi's got a roll of the dice here. We've seen some impressive stuff from Marco Bezzecchi over the weekend, but probably Mark is in the driving seat, although not a pole hound, just I think he's got that extra little bit. It'll be tough between the Marquez brothers here for this pole position.
You have to expect both Marquez brothers to be on the front row, unless one of them really makes a mistake here, from what we've seen so far. The question is, will the other man be Pecco Bagnaia? Will it be Bez? Will it be Jean Zarco?
It could be Zarco, yeah, he's looked good. It should be Pecco, all things considered, but it's not his favourite track either. I'm going to go with Bezzecchi joining the Marquez brothers.
OK, well, that's the prediction from down here as they head out then for this all-important qualifying session. And I'll throw to Gav with the same question as last time. Who's Neil's pole?
Well, I'm going to go for, this might surprise you, Susie, I'm going to go for Marc Marquez. But interestingly, I've just been getting a message from John McGuinness, and he thinks, and this is a bit of a long shot, he thinks Brad Binder. Oh, now, okay. I'm not seeing that at all, but that's what John reckons. Are you throwing him under the bus? Like you do with everyone? I literally just messaged him saying that I'm going to throw you under the bus. No, he thinks Alex Marquez, by the way, for those of you at home. That's John McGuinness's pick.
Kind of makes sense, though. That's going to be the case. Underway then for qualifying 2 here at the Argentine Grand Prix. Marc Marquez, Fabio Di Giannantonio, Alex Marquez, Marco Bezzecchi coming in as well. Brad Binder, Alex Rins, Gian Zarco, Fabio Quartararo, Pedro Costa, Pecco Bagnaia, Franco Morbidelli and Juan Mir are the riders in contention right here, right now. This is going to be a interesting qualifying. Pick for pole position, Marc Marquez. Second place, Alex Marquez. Third place, Johan Zarco. That's my front row. That's, I think, yeah, Sean, you've asked this question as soon as I said it. Yeah, Zarco in third. Definitely a front row start for him. He's lining up. It seems to be almost certain that it's going to be the case. No idea where Megan is right now in the commentary box. She should be here shortly, hopefully, to continue the session. She's gone in to start cooking, which is always the thing. Zarco front row for sure, says Julian as well, agreeing, yeah. That bike has some serious pace out here. 13 to go then. Green flag's out. First lap times begin here at Termas for Q2. Down into turn 1. The long, sweeping right-hander gradually building up the throttle before swinging into another long left-hander with a tighter, acute inside angle. You're going to really point and squirt towards turn 3. A quick kick down to the back straight. And Quartararo is in the slipstream of Pecco Bagnaia as well as he comes in towards turn number 4. And Megan, I'll ask you, who's your pick for front row of the grid? Pole, second and third.
Binder.
Yep.
And Mark.
Binder and Mark on the front row. What about, who's pole? Mark, second Binder. That's brave from you to go for KTM at the front.
I just thought, give it a chance.
Third? You've got to cut Alex, surely.
Sure, why not?
Oh, hello. Sakran saying Zarco P1. If that happens, I'll be surprised. A Zarco pole position. It will be his 9th pole if he manages to achieve it in MotoGP. He's still holding it together now. Quartararo, oh, hello, here we go. Time's coming through. I heard that audibly. Sorry, your back cracking.
Even with headphones on.
Yeah.
Do you know why my back's been so bad over the past couple of days, since yesterday?
Here it is, over the line. Quartararo, look, Marc Marquez to the top. Zarco second, Alex Marquez third, Morbidelli fourth, Quartararo fifth, Acosta sixth, Binder seventh. Morbidelli's going to fourth as well. That puts Bezzecchi ninth, Binder to P7. So it's Marc Marquez, Zarco, Alex Marquez front row.
Zarco might be right.
Zarco? And Alex nearly got the fright when his brother Mark behind him nearly dropped it. Mark again having a mega save.
Yeah. Do you know why my back's so bad?
Why?
Because the Hoover fell on me.
Oh.
I was hoovering underneath the dining room table and I pulled it and it fell right on my back. Do you know the most sensitive part of my back?
Yeah.
Yeah, it fell right there.
Oh, that'd be all right.
Yeah, it's just a bit stiff.
First sector's coming through then. 26,000 up for Bagnaia. Well, 2 tenths now in sector 2. 10th and a half for Alex. 10th for Mark. Okay, so they're finding pace out there. Quartararo, P5. Yeah, as Ahmed says, go Yamaha.
Bezzecchi.
Yeah, fastest first sector. As the Seagull gets out of the way.
Bagnaia, though's got quite a bit of pace right now.
Only the first 2 sectors. He's not set a great third sector.
Maybe second.
He's running out of kilter as well as... Well, is that Bagnaia with Quartararo together? Yes, it is.
See.
Running together. So Quartararo's right on the tail. And Quartararo's going to try for an overtake. Well, that's just spoiling Quartararo's lap time. That's not working out. Second runs then into turn 13 and 14, the last corner on the track. Booted hard up towards the line. Here we go again. Marc Marquez, a 1:37.023 improves on his time at pole. Alex Marquez goes second. Acosta goes fourth. Bagnaia sixth. Quartararo seventh. But they've got to get out of the wheel tracks of each other. It's just not working down there. Acosta goes P5.
Good time so far from this lot. Improving still are Rins and Mir. Can they hold it up? Mir does not improve at all. And Rin is...
Yeah.
Nope. Oh, he kind of looked like he stopped for a second there, but he didn't.
Yeah, Ritten's in P11 on 38.374 as well. Has got to find a touch more time on the monitors, but it's not too bad so far. Marc Marquez, Alex Marquez, Jan Zarco, Marco Bezzecchi, Pedro Acosta, top 5. Now we'll go into the lull period.
See.
Zarco.
Oh, I heard the air fryer make its end noise, I think. Either that or the halfway noise.
Well, there's 8 minutes to go, so... Not a bad session, that.
Should be quite good so far.
They're tuning the bike there. This is going to look good for the LCRs.
I can't tell whether my hand is better or worse.
Better. Mark's a 137.023, so that's... He's only got 10.5 to Alex. How is Mark getting this much speed?
Years of experience.
It's madness. Madness. All of it. Good session, man.
Yeah, so far. Those tyres need changing.
Watch out with Antonio, Sean says. And into the pit lane they come.
Speaking of Antonio, he has not entered the pit lane.
Yeah.
Still continuing.
137.574 for Digi.
How's the Sector 1 looking? See in a second. Average. There's Mark talking with his engineer. He looks to be confident but wary.
That's a weird grasp.
It's his eyebrows. He says a lot of his expressions through them, which is a good thing if you want to read someone's expressions through a helmet.
Shocked face emoji.
Yeah. And this is the expression of, I'm just surprised I've got to this point.
I like what Sean says. So far, I've got the top 3 exactly right. That's me. Mark, Alex, Johan. Didn't get Q1 right, but getting Q2 bang on. 1 meter.
Oh, he got his visor strip.
Should have been Bagnai's eyebrows yesterday after practice. Whoa. After crashing. There he is. Wonder when he'll go out next. Puts his drink down. Wipes his brow.
I'm going to say in about 2 minutes.
El Diablo watching on. Zarco ready. There's Digi ready.
Now, that is either determined or he's planning something devious.
He might follow Fabio Corrado out here. That's my plan.
Or he's just lost all care.
Yeah. They're all going out together with 6 to go, so that's 2 runs. Usually they go with 5, so they've gone a minute early. So they know they want a couple of runs here.
I'm guessing devious.
Acosta ahead of Quartararo then. Mark, I think, no, it's Bagnai has gone out ahead of them. Alex going too. Although we're just living for the first time in a long, long, long time in the Marquez world.
Yeah.
1-2 in Thailand qualifying, 1-2 in the sprint, 1-2 in the Grand Prix. Coming to Argentina, 1-2 in qualifying looks likely. Is it 1-2 in the sprint and 1-2 in the Grand Prix?
I've just seen them go off as well.
If the brothers turn into championship contenders, that's going to be a very, very tricky Christmas dinner.
Also, who does the father go into the pit lane on? Like the pit box? Just like,
if I was him, I would take a seat and put myself in the centre of turn 1 and just go, I'm supporting both of you. Either one of you could be world champion. I'm fine.
Either that or, here's a coin. You flip it, then it's not my problem. You're the ones who decided this.
Mark seems capable and independent, but yeah, Alex, well, he's in his, I think he alternates between races, 10 each you get.
Either that or they're going to go like Homer and Marge in The Simpsons when they were playing ice hockey,
Yeah.
and their mother goes in one and starts supporting one of them, and their father goes in the other and starts supporting them.
Kill Butt, kill Butt.
Except this
kill
time,
Butt.
it's Marquez
Yeah.
instead of Bart. That would be hilarious.
Are you saying boo or boo earns?
I was saying boo. I love that line. Because it happens twice in that episode.
So, 4 to go. Bezzecchi's first sector's a 10th and a half down. We're riding with him on the board with the Aprilia now. He's in P4. Proof that Aprilia on a... Well, Thailand was unrepresentative, I think, for the rest of the season. It's a fast track, but the temperatures were shooting up. This is more like what we're going to see in the European rounds of the calendar. And this is where things are slowly starting to come into it. Honda look okay. Aprilia, we knew they were close to the front, but Aprilia needed Jorge Martin, and Martin's missing at least the only 3 races. He's not going to be in America. Might not even make it to Spain at the end of April.
I think it's doubtful.
Yeah, that's a month and a half away in April.
Imagine if somehow he won the championship.
I know.
That would be
4 races,
amazing.
what, 3 races down, 6
Yeah.
points opportunities down. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been done.
Yes, but he'll need a podium in nearly every race, I would say. And on Aprilia, I think this is now looking like a very much a test year for Jorge Martin. And come back next year.
It's good to have a year break.
He's done at Damon Hill.
Yeah.
And at Marc Marquez in reality.
It's good to have a little bit of a break from your championship. Just, I feel like then he's going to feel like he's been the champion longer, in a way.
Bagnaia 92,000's down. Acosta 10th and a half down. Quartararo 62,000's down. So not... Oh, a little bit of a twitch there as well from Bagnaia. Acosta's back twitching as well in sympathy.
Oh, and that was a big up there for Bagnaia.
Yeah, he's looking stronger now for Pecco. Over to the last
That's so
corner.
close.
Over the line. 8th to 4th for Bagnaia. It's a 1:37.268. Acosta goes back into 5th with a new best time. 1:37.274.
He's still behind Bagnaia.
Yeah, still following on the track. Behind him there as well. 2:26 to go.
Ooh, maybe that's something positive there.
Rins up.
Kinda.
Rins to 10th for Yamaha.
Come on, Mia. Go up more than 2 places.
Well,
Please.
Mia, the only HRC bike in this session. Can he get up close to where Zarco is? They've got the same bike. Zarco, red in second sectors. Good point there.
Yay, he went up like 3.
Where did he move up to? 9th.
He went up like 3 places. He followed my directions.
Morbidelli goes 6th. 1:37.382.
49 cancelled.
Digi.
So, yeah, it's Digi.
Shortcut. That was getting out of the way, presumably, before the runs.
Almost lost it.
Bezzecchi stays 7th. Last lap time for him, then. Quartararo is 1,000th off of Marc Marquez's time. He was red sector 1 and 1,000th off sector 2. Quartararo might have front row here.
That would be interesting.
He's got a toe from Brad Binder, who's just ahead of him. You said Binder would be front row.
Well, in fairness, not everyone's always right. I mean, my one crashed last time out.
Quartararo is going to be second at the moment at this rate. He's flirting with where Zarco is in 3rd. This is amazing from Quartararo if he can hold that lap time together across that line.
Do you know what's annoying? Before I said Binder, I looked at Zarco first. No, not Zarco. Quartararo.
6th only for Quartararo, 1:37.347. Look at Morbidelli!
Whew.
Franco, fastest first and second sector. What's in the 3rd?
Change of team
10th
suits
down.
him.
It's that 3rd sector. There's too much traffic there. Mark's looking good. So's Digi. Can Digi hold it across it? Alex stays 2nd. Doesn't improve on his time or position. Marc Marquez is finding time out there. He's a 10th faster.
How does he do this? I swear that man's a wizard.
Over the line for Morbidelli. Stays in 7th. Loses out in that last sector. Flags out shortly. And Marc Marquez, well, we had a new track record and we're about to blitz it again across it. Marc Marquez, a 1:36.917. Pole position. Looks his here in Argentina.
Bezzecchi's that time's just been deleted.
Zarco 3rd. Bezzecchi in 9th. Mia goes 10th. And I think that's it. No one else improving out there. An anticlimactic end.
Digi.
Okay, Digi's got a good first sector.
Gotta live in hope.
26.5.
He might get top 5.
Mark hasn't taken the flag, so Mark's got another run in. That's weird.
Will he take it?
Oh, he took the flag.
I thought he did too.
Acosta at 5th.
Oh, it might just be an average lap time for Digitonian.
Yeah, he's down a 10.5. That's not good. Well, it could put him second if he can keep it together. That might disrupt the front row still.
Come on, Digi.
Zarco 3/10 down. So that's matching
hasn't
actually.
taken it either.
Actually, Zarco's matched his own sector time at the moment, so that's not going to be a big improvement. That'll keep him third. Bagnaia 4th, Acosta 5th, Quartararo 7th, Bezecchi 9th, Mir 10th, Binder 11th. Alex Marquez stays second.
Come on. Move up one at least, Digi.
Well, Digi's getting the toe from Mark, and he's now 3.5 tenths of a second down. So this might improve him to ahead of Bagnaia on that second row of the grid.
No. Nothing.
No, he's dropped
12
too much.
thousandths.
Missed it too much in that last sector. Yeah.
That's like a click.
Even less than a blink, isn't it, across that line? It was a 1:37. He lost 4 tenths in that last sector. That's it. Flags out. And Argentina and the grandstand for Marc Marquez down at turn 1 erupt. It's a 1:36.917. Marc Marquez, pole position for the Tissot Sprint and the Grand Prix of Argentina.
Don't lay down on the bike,
He's
Mark.
showing off now, isn't he?
Do you want to break your shoulder again?
Back-to-back pole positions for the first time since the 2019 Austrian and British Grand Prix.
And so far, every rider who's just seen him lay down on the bike wants to punch him.
We're back to Marc Marquez domination.
Both of the Marquezes as well. Just being side by side, it just... Oh, a little bit of a stall there.
He's going to do a practice start.
Now, I've got to go because my stomach hurts.
All right, off you go. See you later. Take care. Let's check in with TNT Sports then and the latest pit lane.
And he's got great race pace.
Well, Pecco Bagnaia said he was the one I was most impressed with yesterday. His pace is excellent. Zarco is going to be in the mix. I remember him scrapping hard with Cal in that strange race here in 2018. Which Marc Marquez probably will want to forget that day. He was a wild man on that occasion. But Zarco scrapped so hard, didn't he, with Crutchlow to the line. And it looks like he might have the chance to do so again in the sprint later. Honda on the front row. When was the last time we were talking about that? It'll be Marc Marquez, won't it?
Guessing so.
Or maybe Alex Rins even in Circuit of the Americas.
When he won.
Yeah, when he won on that occasion. Maybe that would be the last time. Anyway, it's been a while. There we are. Since Marc Marquez in Italy in 2023. Really pleasing.
I'd love to know what the step is that they've made, where it is exactly.
The ship is turning around, isn't it?
Yeah.
The big, huge Honda tanker is turning.
Yeah, it's on its way back. It's on its way back where it belongs.
They are the biggest motorcycle manufacturer in racing terms, anyway. We will get there. This is the end of the back straight. We're about to see. Let's have a look, the last flying lap. That phase of the corner though, isn't it, where he's just not felt
comfortable, that's what he's been talking about. And that is his strong point normally. Braking from over 200 miles an hour down to second gear. Just the bike is not behaving as he wants it to. We used to see it a little bit out of shape, but it just looks nervous on the rear. Doesn't look consistent, doesn't look predictable.
Satisfaction for the Ducati team. Take pole position with Marc Marquez. And he's set up to be the favourite again for the sprint, but just maybe, Susie, just maybe. His brother Alex, who was excellent again, and gives him a wry smile. Just maybe Alex, or even Johann Zarco, could give him something to think about in the sprint later.
What a a fantastic qualifying session, a true marvel of what we could see coming later on. You can join us live for the Tissot Sprint here on JB Motorsports 2, and all the action will be premiered later on JB Motorsports as well. It's Marc Marquez, King of Argentina once more. Can he win the race? We'll see you later to find out. Bye-bye.